Hi, this is Karen, and I'm going to show you how to do a mohawk with side cornrows and twist. The products that I'm using are Sto So Fro conditioner and hair pudding by Organic Root Stimulator. And I have Fanny here, and she came in with a twist out, and I'm just going through and detangling her hair and just making sure I got all of her twists out. And once I went through her hair and detangled it, I just put some water in it. Fanny does have 4C hair. Her hair is very thick and it's very dry, so I'm just putting some water in it. And after I put the water in her hair, I put some Sto So Fro in her hair, and that really made her hair soft, moisturized, and manageable. And that Sto So Fro is for extra dry hair, so it's really more specifically for 4C type hair. It just works real good with that hair type. So what I'm doing now is making her part for her cornrows, and you just want to make sure the sections on both sides of the head is equal, because you don't want your cornrows or you don't want your two sides to look unequal. You want to make sure they're equal, so you can go ahead and take your time with making these parts to make sure they look nice. And you can see that it took me some time to make that part exactly the way I wanted, so that it's equal with the other side. And after you've made your part, you can go ahead and tie up the excess hair so that it's not in your way. So next, I started with the first cornrow, and I made these cornrows kind of small. So the cornrow, the part for the first cornrow is pretty slim. And you also want to make sure the parts for your cornrows are straight, because if they're not, then they're going to look tacky looking, and we do not want that. So after I made the first part, I tied the rest of the hair back, and I got some hair pudding and I put it on that section, and then I started cornrolling that section. And I just thought, putting hair pudding on that section, or putting the hair pudding on before I braided it, just gives it a more moisturized look. And when I braided that cornrow, I did not braid all the way to the tip, because you're going to be twisting the rest of that hair. So there's no need to cornrow all the way to the end. So I'm starting my second cornrow now. And again, you just want to make sure your part is straight and even, so that the hairstyle overall will look neat. And after I make that part, again, I'm going to put some hair pudding on that small section, and then I'm going to braid that section into a cornrow. Okay, you can just lather it in there. And if I had to do one thing over again, it would have been to straighten her hair first, so that I would have had an easier time braiding and twisting her hair. So now you can see the cornrows on both sides of her hair, and now all I have to do is twist her hair. And And what I did was started from the back of her hair, and I just got a small section of hair. And before I started twisting, I put some hair pudding on that piece of hair, and then I twisted the hair. And you may see some white residue on these twists, but her hair soaked it right up. So within a minute, it was gone. And so I'm going to show you how I did the two-strand twist. I'm just putting some hair pudding on a small section of hair, and I divide that hair by 2, and I just twist it. And when you're twisting, you want to make sure that you're not borrowing hair from the other strand, because if you do that, when it's time to take your hair down, you're going to have a difficult time taking these twists out. So I'm going to show you again. I just take some hair product, put a generous amount, and then I start to twist. I do not borrow hair from the other strand. And when I get to the end of the strand, I put more product at the end of the twist. And that basically just gives it a small curl right at the end. You can see it right there. So here's the finished product. I think it came out, looking very nice. And I thought that, it was a very full look. I decided to put her twist to one side. I just thought that looked better on her, a little bit more stylish. But you can still see the cornrows on the other side of her hair, of her head, excuse me. So here's a better view with some better lighting. That's the left side of her hair, and here's the back of her hair. You can really see all the individual twists. And here's the front. And here's another view right here. All right, thank you for watching.